Hello everyone. Today we do a quick video. Today I have a replay sent by Chelch himself. Masters 1 player, going to be Grandmaster soon. Chelch right here sent me a replay to analyze, so we see how good he is. So everyone can get better, you know. I get better, I watch these games. Chelch, he's gonna look at his mistake and get better. All the viewers on YouTube, they're gonna see this, they're gonna get better. It's a win-win-win situation. The only person not getting better is Jean-Daniel Faubert here, starting in the top right corner. So let's get right into it. It's a PvZ game, the Protoss of course being Chelch, and it's a fast game. We're gonna close this menu here. We see a 5-minute 52 game, so we can expect some sort of heavy timing attack. Right away from the Terran side, this is an extremely early scout. Usually you scout after barracks is finished, so the scout after barracks started, barracks start you scout. This is scout even, oh, this is going to be some proxy shit. When you put 2 SCV, not even the barracks, I'm assuming he makes a barracks at home still. Yeah, first barracks at home, then second proxy, third barracks proxy. This is a triple proxy. Since he's getting a gas, I'm assuming Marauders, it could also be Reapers. Anyway, this is a very, very fast, aggressive build from the Terran. Meanwhile, we see that our friend Chelch here doing a nice Reaper wall. This map, Romanticide I think it's called, I don't have a brain. Jagarata, it's written here. On Jagarata, this is the best Reaper wall in the game. Why? Because you only need 6 blocks. And 6 blocks, what is that? That's 3 buildings. What does that mean? That means the pylon can be further back, and then you can put your tech building even further back. And so even if the Reaper gets up here, he doesn't see the tech. On any other map that you can't do this, a wall with 6 blocks, and you need to wall also with surface area of the pylon, the tech building is close enough so that the Reaper jumping up in this zone right here, he can see the tech. That's not good. That's pretty much the same thing as a scout. So in this map in particular, this is really great. We see that the expansion is coming up, while Chelch scouts that the SCVs still hasn't started anything, you know? Usually at this timing, the base is starting, and Chelch sees it, but he's still getting his expansion behind, a fast low ground pylon, which I like because he's gonna need a battery. If he's smart right now, he knows something is up. Maybe he doesn't know it's a proxy, but maybe he thinks there's already 2 more barracks in the base, or the factory is very fast, because he knows this is a 1 blaze play against 2 base. So, starts current boosting his units, you know it's important. He's still only on 1 gate, but he's getting a fast twilight, so I'm assuming he's gonna go for a very fast blink. Reaper gets up, nothing he can do. Stalker's gonna try to go for it, but he won't be able to. He's actually gonna get some few shots off. This is really nice. But now you know, the proxy, it's gonna be triple Reaper production against only single Stalker production. But there's a battery. And since there's a full wall up here, the Reapers will never be able to get past this without taking damage. So, PvP starting. Stalker, way stronger than Reapers. Stalker is actually better against Reapers. Why? Because Reapers are poop. If you look at the damage on Reapers, it's poo. And Stalkers, they have a lot of HP. And Stalkers, they have shields. And Reapers, they just go. Look at this man, he's just spamming all his mines, only hitting 1 because 2 were simultaneous. So even though both hit, only 1 did damage. And this is a perfect hold, you know. You took a little bit of shield damage, hull damage I mean. But meanwhile the Terran, you know, he just has 2 AFK SCVs here. Follow up, only now getting his second base, while Chelch almost has his saturated. Blink is gonna be really fast. We're getting 2 more gates, so we're gonna have now triple Stalker production against this triple Reaper production. Stalkers right now, they can 2 volley those Reapers. They won't have time to health regen. And with this battery up front, Chelch can actually hold even in this position. Now, the Reapers are gonna try to do something fancy. They're gonna try to break the buildings. Maybe there is enough. Maybe there is enough to break the buildings. This is kind of a difficult call. but I don't think so. Buildings are very tanky. Ooh, Chelch actually makes a small mistake here. He tried to flank the Reapers, but there were just too many, so he loses a Stalker in the process. Pops the overcharge on the battery, but kind of a mistake in my opinion, since the fight is pretty much over. I think maybe getting a battery here would be an idea now. I think it would have been needed to done sooner. As soon as you see that the Reaper come up here, you know, of course there's a wall, but they're starting to punch through it. A Reaper could have actually either healed the units so that a fight here can be won, or even healed the buildings if you see that the building is getting too low. A robo behind this is pretty much good tech. Observer. So since Terran delayed his techs extremely, he still doesn't even have a factory. This observer will get perfect vision on his enemy's side. He's gonna get here, see no natural. If he controls it, you know, puts it in the main, he's gonna see Terran has absolutely nothing. All he needs to do is hold. Meanwhile at home, we're starting to see more Stalkers than there is Reaper almost. There is now 5 Stalkers against now 3 Reapers. A 4th one comes in, but you know, they're all dying. So Observer comes up. Our Prolus friend still has 2 gates. You know, the only really big loss he has, I need to see, Tabarnak. I went back a little. No, I went forward a little. We skipped a few seconds. That's alright. Nothing much happened. He's gonna lose a Stalker. What I'm trying to see is, what the hell am I doing? Okay, trying to see the units lost. Units lost. See, it's actually equal. Now, Prolus loses a little more, but in this position, the Prolus basically has twice the eco as the Terran, so his units lost can be way worse. Of course, they can't be twice as worse, because you still need the infrastructure to pump out those units. And so if you have twice as worst resource lost, you simply won't. He gets a 3rd base on top of the proxy. What the hell? We see that Chelch absolutely destroyed this Terran in this game. Moral of the story here, this battery and this Reaper wall, this is the combo that won the game. Battery is very strong. Stalkers are already great against Reapers, because they can, I think, in 5 shots or 6 shots maybe kill them. They have great mobility, they have better range, and with this Reaper wall off, there's nothing the Terran can do. We see that the Terran broke the gate, and I think it got rebuilt and rebroken again, but at the end of the day, resources lost, they're an advantage of the Prolus, even though the Terran had triple barracks production. He had triple Reaper production against 1 gate at first. These 3 first Reapers arrived, and there was already 2 Stalkers, right? If we go back at the very beginning, where the push pretty much starts, we're gonna fast forward it a little, just to ×8. I just want to see when the Reaper arrives, how many Stalkers in there. I think the first Reaper arrives and there's 1 Stalker, and then the second 2 reinforcement arrive, and the second Stalker pops. So here it's 2v2, then 2v1 I mean, then 3v2, and 2 Stalkers, now 3, with the battery. This position is invincible. I think the only thing that would have been better is getting a battery here with this pylon, because this high ground position with his amount of Reapers, as you can see here, he did some damage. This could have gotten worse if maybe the Terran behind it had better tech. We can see as home this planetary, this orbital command I mean, never even landed. It just stayed here. Terran was still on 1 base economy. If the Terran had better follow-up, we see he's floating a little. He could have had a better follow-up with a better use of his actions. He would have had greater eco, and at that point, the Reapers can die. Reapers scale very, very poorly. So if Terran gets factory starport behind this, with the money he's floating, this is completely doable. Floats back his 2 racks at home, abandons the proxy, and with his many Reapers, goes in the mineral line. At this point, exactly, you know, it's around here. God damn it, where is it? We're just gonna look at it on ×8, and then put it back on ×1 when this gateway dies. So right here, gateway dies. This is how many? This is 7 Reapers against 4 Stalkers. He's gonna try to rebuild the gateway. 3 more Reapers should come. You know, we have 2 from the proxies and 1 from home. And this gate is gonna die. It's just gonna get completely destroyed, because it doesn't have time to heal enough. So once these Reapers get up, and also these Stalkers were kind of out of position, this gateway dies. I think the correct play from the Terran is either back off immediately, or run in and make a run for these probes. You just want to make economical, I'm making many speeches, economic damage. Is when you have that damage done, if you also have a good follow-up behind, then you're at an advantage. So I think with all of this combined, we can see the Terran did some mistakes, but even if he played perfectly, this could have probably been okay for the Protoss. I just think the only thing that would have been better is a battery here too, because the Terran is investing so much that few minerals you're investing in a battery can definitely help, because it's minerals you're then saving on units later because your units live longer. That's pretty much the only thing I have to say about this game. Other than that, you know, the third base on top of the proxy, that's funny, bro. That's the dominance move, you know. But yeah, quick 5-minute game. Even though it's a quick game, we can learn a lot from it, you know. If you look, god damn it. Okay, let's try to look at Chelch's profile and see in the match history 1v1s. Is this one? No, this is not this one. Is this one? No, we don't even find it. Maybe it wasn't a 1v1. We go. It was on Jagannatha, but it was a victory. This can't be it. Jagannatha loss. Jagannatha win against Coolio 9 minutes 42. No. Jagannatha loss. Jagannatha win. Is this the same one? Yeah. I need to scroll down further. Jagannatha win. This is the same one. Go back. Jagannatha win here. 3-minute game against a barcode. No. There was a triple Jagannatha, you know. Yeah. Triple Jagannatha. Jagannatha Eli. No. No. Jagannatha win. No, another barcode Zerg. We need to find these games. We need to find it. Actually, I have an idea. He sent me the replay, and if I put display capture on top, we can go on the internet, and this is the replay. We can look at a bit more information. Full detail. We don't have full detail. What details do we have? View full details. Oh, we have details. Units. This is at these points in the game. Okay. So as you can see here, Terran gets his Reaper faster. Oh, we get supply block, but that's alright. That's pretty much standard, I think. So as we can see, Terran is pretty much always at an army lead. We can see that this point it's pretty much equal. 25 more resources for the Terran. Here you have I guess it's 2 Stalkers against 3 Reapers, so 2 Stalkers are a little bit more expensive. Then, you know, you have triple Reaper production, so the Terran is always ahead. Here you have a kind of a bad trade. I think this is initially when the flank went wrong, you know? When I think it was maybe 10 Reapers, it was 9 Reapers, they go up the ramp, and then our friend Chelch tried to flank with a few Stalkers. It didn't go so well. He lost, I guess it's 1 Stalker? Yeah, 1 Stalker. And then with his triple gate production, you know, triple warp gate, as we can see here, if you look at buildings, we can see that right here it's a gate and then it's a warp gate. So it finishes, it makes a warp gate, and then you have triple warp gate production, and he's ahead. At this exact point you have 3 final Reapers popping, plus he loses a bit of units. This is an equal trade for the Terran at this point. This is where I think he should have gone for the minerals instead of keep fighting, because Reapers don't fight very well. And then at this point, our friend is ahead. But we can see that despite the Terran being ahead in army supply the whole time, not only is our Protoss friend ahead in workers, but with only, at this point it is 1 battery, goes up to 2 battery, with only 1 battery, he still trades efficiently. This is the only mistake, and it was when he was fighting out of his battery range. I only think, as we can look, we will draw Jagannatha. I don't want to have to go back. I don't want to have to go back in game, so we will just draw this map. We'll just draw it. It's yellow, you know. You have, we'll make deeper yellow. You have these. This is like the top, and this is the part with the Reaper wall, and here there is like water, and this is the ramp, and this is the main base, and this is the natural base. You have like a pillar here, I think. This is pretty much main base. You have minerals here. You have minerals here. So you had a battery. Here you have this pylon. This is the pylon, like in Carbot, and you have the battery here. This is the battery. It was giving nice coverage of this area, And then there was a second battery here. This one was protecting over these two gates. These will be gates. Yeah, it gives good area, but I don't think this is the best, because I think Stalkers in this position, they are in range of the first battery and the second, so this is an overlap area where it's pretty much as far as you need to go. Of course, the Reapers could be like right here and punch the gates from here, but at this point I think you can kite, because since you regen shields faster with shield batteries than the Reapers regen health, you don't need that battery still. I would have much preferred if, once again, next to this pylon on the high ground and the Reaper wall, this is 2 building, the core and the gate which got broken, I would have loved to see just one more battery here. One battery here means you can fight indefinitely. You can keep like maybe 2 Stalkers there if you're scared that you got flanked when you're controlling your main army. Maybe even 1 is enough. And with the battery, this is pretty much invincible, you know. There's no way the Reapers get a big enough volley to pierce through the whole shield and deal hull damage. The idea, we will draw a health bar. This is the health bar, and this is the shield bar. Basically, to go through a shield battery, you need to completely deplete this, and a little bit. And then the shield battery regens all of the shield, but not the health. And then you get another shot, break all the shield, and a little more health. And each shot, a little more, and that's how you break it. But with this position, I don't think there can be enough units here to make a big enough volley on one Stalker to make it lose health on each volley. And even if it's the case, you just put a second Stalker. And with 2 Stalkers, you know, the Terran is taking such a bad trade, his Reapers die so fast, and then you have the main RB, which we will draw in purple. The main RB can go around here, and it even cuts off reinforcements, which I'll put in brown, because they're poop. Reapers are poop. The reinforcements from the proxy that was off screen over here, they're getting cut off by this Stalker force, which now fights here. And you have the 1 or 2 Stalkers at home. This Reaper gets destroyed. Then you can kite back a little. You want to just kite a little, until you're back in shield battery range. With this battery, of course, you can fight even here. So, depending on the strategy, the second battery here, it's not necessarily a mistake. I just would have preferred if the second was here, and then a third could have been here. The idea is that this battery right here, we will make so many arrows. This will be like the YouTube thumbnail, you know. Everyone will understand. We will draw Jagannatha. Jagannatha. It's even mispronounced. That's alright. Jagannatha. Everyone will need to understand. This is Jagannatha. And we will make the legend. Purple is Stalkers. Stalkers. Red. What the hell is red? Red is clickbait. It's only like arrows. Red, it doesn't mean anything. Red is clickbait. Brown is poop. This is the Reapers. Reapers are poop. Blue is the Protoss building. It's like the pylon, you know. It's blue, and that's pretty much it. Buildings. And then finally, yellow. Yellow is just Jagannatha. There you go. And here we will draw our commander. Chelch is very happy because he won the game. You know, nice free MMR. Terran tried to proxy him, but it was a very nice defense. And then we will just very much zoom out. We'll zoom out. We'll crop this. No, actually we will not crop this. How we will do it is we will just show that very small, you know, because it's depth perspective, you know. In the opposite corner of the map, you have this small command center, you know, and he's very sad because he only has 1 barrack. This is the barrack. It's like a cube, and he has minerals, and he has 2 gas. Maybe he didn't have 2 gas, but that's alright. And he has a bunch of supply depot behind because he kept getting supply blocked. And he is very sad because he see that all his Reapers are die, so he needs to invest in a lot of tombstones. And tombstones, they cost a lot of resources. And as a Terran, since your SCVs need to mine, need to build, you're losing mining time to have these SCVs build it. We will make him a ranch. This is a ranch. You're losing time to have these SCV build. These SCV build the infrastructure. You know, you need to build tombstones because then if you don't, the corpse rot, and when the corpse rot, you get diseases, and then you need to invest into bigger resources, like an hospital, you know, and you don't want to have to go all the way there. If you need the hospital, you already lose, because the Protoss on his side don't need a hospital. You just need the shield battery in purple. Once again, reminding you, shield battery, so much better than the hospitals. You just put 4 batteries. It's still cheaper. It's still cheaper than 1 hospital. This is the less than sign. It's cheaper. And we see that the hospital is more expensive than these tombstones. But the tombstones are also more expensive than the shield batteries. This is just shield battery. At the end of the day, it's the best. You just need shield batteries. This guy knows it. He's happy. He won the game. He gets a crown. GG. And we will save this file as GG. You won the game. GG, you won the game. That's pretty much it for the video, guys. I really hope you like it. I really hope you enjoyed this special segment at the end. I really had fun doing it, you know. It's just show a nice representation. You know, when you see sports and shit, and the hockey, sometimes they freeze to draw on it. Like, I will make a new file fast. You know, they have the players like this. They have many players. We'll just copy paste this player. We'll just copy paste these players. That's all the players. They have many players. They play sport, you know. Maybe they play football with a foot. Oh fuck! This is not a draw. They have the football like this. And you know, the commentators, you know, before the play starts, they're like, yeah, maybe this guy does this, maybe does this, maybe this guy goes here like this. And this guy, this idea is that he's covered this whole area like this. And meanwhile, the defense, this guy is the defense, he has a different color because the defense is just like, pa 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 pa. And this guy, pa 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 pa. That's the idea. That's what I did when I draw and paint Jagannatha. I will maybe do this more often. Maybe I will take a real screenshot. You know, I'll go in game like this, boom, print screen, boom. And then I can show, like, here we can see Chelch. He has so many game loses. He has so many game loses. This is so pro. But they are not 1v1. Where is the 1v1? This is 2v2. This needs to be 1v1 for the plus 42 MMR. As you can see, Masters 1, 1120. That's how I will do it maybe next time. That's a good idea. That's a good idea. I have a great idea. I hope you guys will like it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Very fun for me to make. Very good time. Thank you, Chelch, for sending me this replay. Everyone, if you have a replay to send me, just send me. I will look at it. I really enjoy looking at it. And that's pretty much it for me. See you guys next time. Remember to like, subscribe, and share the video on Reddit and all of the subreddits. So you lose karma, but I gain views, and then I pay you back your karma with awards. That's all I have to say for me today. This has been Félisk, and once again, remember to keep practicing if you want to get better at StarCraft. The key to getting better is practicing, and if you want to have that Masters 1 MMR like Chelch, of course, I'm your best help. You know, I coach you, but if you just practice more, it's like if I coach you, it just takes longer time. So, have a good day, everyone. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.